like, it's not a group, it's a movement. And I watched it back and I thought,
can we just clip that up?
Everyone was headphones out, up against the windows, just giggling. We couldn't believe the crowd that was there.
Hello and welcome to Stronger Than You Think with me, Ashleigh Wilmot.
And me, Jodie Ounsley. Our guest today is a Red Rose who needs no introduction.
But we're going to give her one anyway. She was the Women's 2024 Six Nations Player of the Championship. She got Player of the Match not once, not twice, but 3 times, and she scored 9 tries across 5 games. It's the one and only Ellie Kildunne.
Hello.
Great to have you with us, Ellie. You've had quite a year, haven't you?
Yeah, it's been a busy one, and it's not slowing down anytime soon. It feels like the next 2 years are going to just keep on coming, but I'm really looking forward to what's ahead of me as well.
Yeah, looking back, you've achieved so much and you had such a fantastic campaign during the Six Nations. Does that feel like a long time ago now?
It does. It really does. It feels like my breakfast this morning was a long time ago. So yeah, no, as you can imagine, there's been so much between then and now. Joining the Sevens, getting into the Olympic squad. So life's going very quickly. It's a good job that my brain works very fast as well, so I can keep up with it. And yeah, I'm just really enjoying myself, loving life at the moment.
Did you have any time off? Like, do you get to rest?
I had a week. So I had a week. After Six Nations, had a week. Disappeared in Spain for that week. Topped up my tan.
Priorities.
Yeah, God, yeah. And then, yeah, came back straight into it. After the Olympics, I get another week off and then straight into WXV prep. So it's quick.
Yeah, that is
It's
mad.
quick.
And going back to Six Nations, 9 tries in 5 games? What's the secret?
A good team. I'm going to be honest, a good team who, they can spread the ball, having a new coach in that is wanting us to express ourselves, to try new things, and to have the depth that we do at Red Roses is incredible. We're not just a one play team. We can go through the forwards, we can go through the backs, we can kick, we can run, and that's played into my strengths, just popping up where the space is and just having a go at things. And more than anything, just being happy has probably been my key, and really finding the happiness in every moment. I've just enjoyed every minute of training, of the off-field stuff, but also when we're playing, it's been quite magical.
And another thing that was magical is the celebrations, the cowboy celebrations. So talk to us about what the meaning is behind that.
Okay, so the Cowboys, there's a group of us that is ever growing in the team when we just call ourselves the Cowboys, and essentially from my side it's how to get away with stuff without getting told off. Might be different for those girls who are also involved, but it was just a way of us trying to free ourselves up off pitch, but then it ended up being something on pitch as well. When something's going wrong, Meg might come up to me and say, I'll do something cowboy now. So it just gives you that license to go do something with a smile on your face, and what better to top it off with a celebration when you score. So we started doing it, the crowd started doing it. There were people in the crowd with cowboy hats on and they're getting pictures of us. We got tattoos, cowboy tattoos in New Zealand.
I was just going to say, I swear I'm not making it up. You've got tattoos, haven't you?
Yeah, in New Zealand, literally just before playing New Zealand, actually. We didn't tell the coaches, we didn't tell the physios, but yeah, there was a cowboy tattoo moment that we all got in some way, shape or form, and that's what we kind of said. It was the initiation that you had to do. If you wanted to be a cowboy, you had to get it. So like I'm saying, it is growing. The group is growing. It's less so a group, and I keep saying it sounds so cliche when I say it. It's a movement. And honestly, I said it on an interview and I looked directly at the camera. I was like, it's not a group, it's a movement. And I watched it back and I thought, why have we just said that? But really, it does feel like that. We scored. The coaches are in the box doing the cowboy celebration. Like it's so fun.
Catching.
Yeah, you've
Forget
made it.
Red Roses. That name's going to be cancelled. It's just going to be the Cowboys.
What where is the tattoo?
So the girls have got it on their ankles, and Meg's got a massive one here. Well, no, okay, take that back. It's not massive, but you can definitely see it. So a lot of them are hidden, but Meg's got a big one here of the sheriff. So she is the sheriff. I'm the deputy. I mean, technically we're both sheriffs, but we do this thing where we were rooming during Six Nations, and we'd wake up in the morning, first thing we'd say to each other, she'd go, deputy, and I go, sheriff, in a really squeaky voice. And now that's just something that we've just taken on, and we say it more often than hello. So it's just the way we greet each other now.
Where's your one?
I got a tiny, tiny little one on my ankle that you can't even see. It's actually started rubbing off. And so the girls have got cowboy hats. And I got the time 9:50. But like I said, you can't even see it because that's 10 to 10, which is obviously cowboy time. 10 to 10, 10, 10, 10. So, yeah, mine's a little bit less cowboy-esque, but it was something different to the girls, and they said that's classic me to do something like that. But, yeah, it started rubbing off because I was like, make it really, really, really thin, like the smallest thing you can see in deputy style. So, yeah.
That's a great story.
Isn't it? And it's only going to get bigger now, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
So you're 24, you've been in 4 Grand Slams. How does that feel, just even reflecting back on that?
If I'm honest, like, this is probably, like, right now is the only time that you do get to reflect on it, because I didn't even know how many Grand Slams, I don't even know how many caps I've got. You don't really have time to think about that, and it's more about being in the moment, each game, each, opportunity that you've got to represent your country, but also to play some good rugby. And to reflect on 4 Grand Slams is incredible, and being able to say, like, back-to-backs is even better. And you can see each time we play, each Grand Slam that we win, we're a slightly different team, we're evolving, and come next Six Nations we'll be even better. We know that the gap's closing, with other teams getting better, and we felt like that was happening in this Six Nations, and we always speak about growing the gap but keeping the gap because other teams are going to try to close it. So what can we do to keep that gap big? So you might reflect on last Six Nations, that was a great Grand Slam, but next Six Nations is going to be even better and even bigger. So yeah, it is pretty cool to reflect and say that, but I don't sit on it for too long, because I know that it's a game of rugby. At the end of the day, anything can change, and it's just about looking forward, looking at where your feet are, and keep on going from there rather than reflecting for too long.
And I mean, you've recently had a new head coach. I say recently, I guess he's been with you for a little while now, John Mitchell. What's he brought to the team? Because he is, I mean, every time I've spoken to him, he's so nice, he's so warm. Just obviously a very different character in the team now.
He's incredible. Honestly, one of my favourite coaches I've ever had. He just allows you to express yourself in any way, off pitch, on pitch, finding what your super strength is, again, both on and off field, and just making that something that you want to express, you can express, and finding ways that the team can work around it. He's crazy. He's absolutely mad. I mean, before the Ireland game, he was in a dress. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, but he was in a dress in one of the meetings. He's got all these ideas that are just, when you hear it first time, you think, what? And then you actually see it work, and I believe in him so much. I know he believes in me so much. And I think that's so big, to have a coach believing you, saying it is one thing, but when you actually feel it, it just takes your game to the next level. And he's such a good guy. He's brought his family into the team. Our family's come into the team. When we've got off days, the amount of kids that are running about on our off days, and everyone becomes mums all of a sudden. People's dogs, he's just all about the culture, and that's really taken us to the next level. When we talk about Everest, and what is our Everest, what is our thing that we're going for, and each step of the way, and it feels like it's very strategical, and it is, but it doesn't feel like that. It doesn't feel like you have to process it, because you're so in the moment with it, because he makes it enjoyable, which is it's really special. And I think with the time when he'd come in WXV, we didn't really see him before because he was with Japan. The difference it made, him just being there, and the slight tweaks, he wasn't really coaching us when we were in WXV. You could see the impact it had on us already. So I think there's a long stint ahead of him that's going to be really exciting, and we're just going to keep on growing and growing, and hopefully it's going to be the team that he coaches to win the World Cup as well. So, and then from that point, world's our oyster, and we're just going to take it to the next level again.